Okay.
Do 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 do. Giuseppe Stromboli.
In the briefcase of meatballs.
It's me, Giuseppe.
Oh, Twitter never changed. Well, actually, no, change. Get rid of the Nazis, and then we'll work.
Everything will be great. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with another live stream. It's Thursday. It's that day again. We've already got people in chat. Barbara, Penn, Light, Ozone. Hello, everyone.
What up?
Welcome to the, as the coaster says over there, welcome to the shit show. Oh, I shouldn't cuss in the first minute. Anyway, I don't care.
Well,
I've stopped caring.
welcome to the shit show.
What's YouTube gonna do? Get mad at me? They're gonna get mad at me, but I don't care. So, I'm playing Battle Chasers Night War again. We're on New Game Plus. I'm a little ways into the game, but not very far. I'm doing the
What up, Aaron?
one of the dungeons. I don't remember.
What'll it be?
But right now, I'm going into the sewers. I basically, I wanted, actually, my original plan was I was going to play Brigandine, but I don't have the full game because I got the physical edition. And Jesse's lost it. What is it this time?
Into the sewers. The mean age student needles.
There was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Cross stitch.
but it was cross stitch, and it was like
It was mean age tootin' needle teedles.
needle. And now that has caused Jesse to just
It's amazing.
just break.
It's so awesome. Oh.
Installed ad blocker. I'm just going to donate to people's damn patrons. I mean, go for it. That's. I got an ad on the stream. Well, YouTube's been. They sent out an email saying, "Hey, guess what? We're changing ads again. Doing like mid-roll ads for 8 minutes or longer instead of 10 minutes or longer." And I'm sitting here going, No, we don't need that.
All I'm saying is they make plenty of money. They don't need more money.
I watched a 20-minute Game Grumps video yesterday and got 4 ads.
Jesus.
4! They weren't even Giuseppe Stromboli.
Were there needle teedles though?
There were needle teedles.
Okay.
Have I played a game called The Bard's? I've played the original Bard's Tale, like, forever and a decade ago. But I know there have been some sequels that I haven't played. One of them actually had Carrie Ellis as a voice actor for. Which we just finished watching season 3 of Stranger Things again. Stranger Danger.
Street smarts. Welcome to tonight's stream where we're just randomly shouting things from other people's comedy bits.
I mean, welcome to YouTube.
Fuck compilation videos. We'll compile the shit live for you.
I mean, have you seen like just anything on like I watched a bunch of Craig Ferguson clips today, mostly because Craig Ferguson is really my favorite late night host, and I'm really sad that he retired because he was just hilarious. He was just sharp, but like he was also just weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, like, I watched it and I'm like, oh god, so many of these jokes, I've made similar jokes. And I don't know if I made similar jokes because I watched him, or because everything is recycled.
You know.
There's a Bard's Tale remaster that gives you Bards 1 through 3 on stream on Xbox. Oh, really? Did not know that. Quest for coin and cleavage. I mean...
Watch out for those needle teetles.
Watch out for those needle teetles.
It's the pincers.
That was my favorite part of, like, I could really not care any less about the Harry Potter franchise, but that scene where he's just, like, on whatever potion he's on, he's just like, yeah, I'm smooth talking Harry Potter.
It's the pincers.
I'm looking through the demos on Switch. There's a game called Save Your Nuts. I mean... if you get a chance to check out Brigandine, because that's... I was talking about that before you lost your shit about Needle Beatles. I was going to play Brigandine, because I have the demo downloaded. Because I don't have the physical version, because I got the... Or I didn't get the digital version because I got the physical version through Limited Run Games, and of course, because it's going through Limited Run Games and it's a physical edition for something that is getting a limited print, it's not out yet because they had to wait for the game to be released to start production of the stuff. So it'll be a little while. But I downloaded the demo, and then I was told the demo kind of sucks. Like it doesn't really get into the fun sections of the game. And it's rather short. So I'm like, it's a game that is just super micromanaging. Like, remember when I was playing Dragon Force, and it's like you have the battle scenes, and then you've got the domestic affairs stuff? It's a good 75% domestic affairs. So, like, I didn't want that to be the whole stream. That's just...
Yeah. You know.
So instead, I came to Battle Chasers, which I'm really hoping Airship Syndicate and THQ Nordic get a sequel of this out, because goddamn, I want to play more of this. I want so much more of this game, like flames. Flames on the sides of my face.
On the sides of my face. Which is the constant state in which I live anymore. It's sheer terror and flames on the sides of my face. That's it. I don't know if y'all have seen the tweet that's going around talking about the news story that Japan has banned screaming on roller coasters because screaming spreads COVID. And in it, they're like, please scream inside your heart. So that is the new, according to this tweet, the new slogan for 2020. And
please scream inside your heart.
I invite you all to join me. Because I've been screaming inside my heart since I was born, because I've never not had an anxiety disorder.
7.
What's up, 7? But yeah, so, scream inside your heart.
Scream inside your heart. That sounds like, listen to your heart.
Scream inside your heart.
When he's coming for you.
COVID's coming for you. You're welcome.
Again, we just watched Stranger Things, so the 80s is just really...
I mean, okay, so but it's not just that. Like, I'm thoroughly appreciating the amount of neon that has been just out. I definitely got myself a pair of running shorts that, like, you'll find me in a crowd while I'm wearing those. They're very bright.
You can see them from space.
Probably. Well, and just me and my general taste in music anyway. 80s crops up in this house quite often.
It does. It does.
And our mutual love of Scorpions. And our mutual frustration that is how they introduced fucking Billy.
Yeah.
Like, he was a real douchey band.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I'll save that. I'll save it. What's everyone saying? Leftover pork and macaroni salad. I had spaghetti.
Oh, I had spaghetti for lunch, and I will likely have more spaghetti after this. I have to dust my wets. My wets.
Would anyone like some soup tubes? Just...
If you haven't seen the soup tube discussion in the relationship advice subreddit, I'm not going to encourage you to do so because your brain parts of your brain will melt. Flames on the sides of your brain. But I also want to encourage you because, again, if I'm going down, I'm taking some motherfuckers with me.
It was fun.
Nightlight.
Bye. It's also funny saying nightlight because I'm like, are we saying good night to light, or are we just commenting on nightlights?
Or demanding a nightlight. I often demand nightlights. I'm scared of the dark. I'll admit it.
Oh god, 3 giant ones. Well.
I don't like spiders.
Yeah, there's a lot of spiders in this game.
It's the pincers.
Let's do this.
Yeah, the am I the asshole and the relationship. It's like two sides of the same coin, it feels like, very often. And although the dude that was like, am I the asshole for having my parents read what I wrote about cunnilingus very explicitly, is he the asshole for doing that? Like, well, at least, like, get informed consent first. You just plopped it on him. Like, yeah, you're kind of the asshole.
What do I want to do? I think I want to do that. Taunt. I shall taunt you a second time.
No. No.
Just not a...
Just no. A whole lot of no.
Dead. Well, there's one that's dead. And there will be 2 that join next.
I really hate that, like, my D&D party ended up falling apart because spoons, and that's totally understandable. Like, not upset at anyone about it, just sad because I was playing Dragonborn, and so my intimidation was just a hard glare at people and just breathe. I was green Dragonborn, so just breathe faint wafts of, like, poison breath while staring very intently at them, and that was a lot of fun.
I want to get back into D&D. I just don't have the time. or energy,
I
or
think Cassie has convinced Mom to try, so maybe we'll be able to start a party with Mom, and that would be fun.
God, I remember the last time I did any tabletop gaming with my family. We were at a family reunion, and it was my dad, my 2 uncles, my brother, and one of my cousins. Well, 2 of my cousins. And yeah. We were playing Shadowrun.
Nice.
It is a miracle we didn't die.
You know.
It's also kind of a miracle we didn't kill each other, because...
That's the bigger one, yeah.
I've got a defiled blade splitter. Is that actually worth... 20 attack, though. I like having that attack. I do like having that attack.
I want some goat cheese now, thanks guys.
There's no such thing as too many spiders.
Yes, there is.
One spider is too many. DB, welcome to the party.
What up, DB?
Alright, well, killed all the spiders. Ron Weasley would be happy.
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley. I miss Potter Puppet Pals. I really wonder why Neil Sasegra dropped that. Especially after making actual puppets.
I don't know. Reasons?
Like, I feel like if you're going to go to that extent, you might as well get your
Just
mileage
see
out
it
of it.
through, yeah.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad, 8 legs hideous abomination.
Yes. Ditto for a lot of 6 legs, not all. 6 legs is a mixed bag.
I got 3 Granny's Batwing pies.
Mmm. Delicious. Those bats threw a bad orgy.
For those of you who haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows,
The TV show. Apparently vampires who host an orgy and it ends up going poorly, they just stay bats so that they can hide their faces in shame. They are shame bats, and that's probably what Granny's Batwing pie was made out of, was a shame bat.
let's see, there's really nothing I want to add. You've got 5 points. Sure. And you've only got 2, which... Sure, why the hell not?
I don't know what my brain just did, or how, specifically I don't know how it got to where it did, but it got there, and it was very disturbing, and so critical retaliation, I saw something about rectal abomination. And I am very uncomfortable with that.
I mean... I've seen a rectal abomination. Luth showed me this video of what looked like the female gremlin from Gremlins 2 with a fake prolapsed anus singing a song about prolapse.
Why?
Because apparently he saw it and he was going to take a motherfucker down with him.
Why is that a thing that exists?
Because the internet.
Okay, I'm sorry. Nothing in terms of rectal abomination, as far as I'm concerned, gets worse than one man, one jar. It's physically painful to watch.
I mean, not wrong. I also have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in the Path of Fangs. Let's see. Do I have...
Prolapsed recital. This may be the weirdest stream we've had in a while.
There we go. Like, what button is the thing? It looks like I've got a lot of stuff. I gotta go this way. Or do I have to go through the center? Did I already do that? And just
Oh, hey, DB, that's awesome. What are you writing about? Or what's your research about? Or both at the same time, I guess.
Oh, God. I don't have the Rona.
The Rones.
I got some Flint. And just opening up. Got a flask of rejuvenation. It's rejuvenating.
Yep, that's how I feel about bourbon, too. Bourbon. I need to go to the liquor store, since apparently that's considered... I mean, it is considered essential for a number of reasons, but I need to get some bourbon, is where this was going.
I mean... Let's see.
I have this much left. Oh, damn. Well, I would be interested to read that, DB.
What's up?
The paper that might get published is basically his prediction on the economic and social impact of what's going on right now, looking a year out. I would be very interested to read that.
Let's see.
You don't want Shane Bet Pie?
I think I want the attack power for 40. Because getting ready to do a boss fight. And might as well just go all out.
Well, you do that while I knock your penis pee over. Haha, I beat you to it, so that way I won't lose my shit. And I'm gonna go get a beer.
When I say penis pee?
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
Giuseppe Stromboli.
You're killing me, Smalls. Goddamn killing me.
Never-ending story?
And you see.
Hi, Rowan. What are you doing?
That's not your place. But you can say hello to people. Say hello.
Say hello to all the people. He's been super needy today. Super needy.
Love you, buddy.
Alright, we're just gonna start off.
As evidenced by the fact that he's not fighting me right now. You doing okay, kiddo?
Let's see, what do I want? Let's do that. And now I just have my tank. Boop, boop. Is there toe beans? There's little toe beans. He's actually being surprisingly.
Yeah, I don't. This is freaking me out a little bit.
Like I said, he's been super needy today. Super needy. Yeah, you just ate your friends. I forgot about that.
Sharing is caring?
Let's get rid of that bleed effect. And we're going to do that again. Ow. No. Are you being super lovey? Oh, nope, nope. There it goes. There it goes.
Okay, you're fine. You're I am.
Covered in cat.
Don't put on chapstick
And
and
then
then
kiss a cat.
snuggle a cat.
How did you miss with that? You're a giant club.
Very good boy.
I got a resonating bone chip.
Hmm.
It resonates.
I've
It
never
goes
seen a
boom?
let alone.
I do not believe
Bone.
Lancelot will
Bone.
take up the way of man. It must be taught.
You mentioned could that
Like, and I'll bet.
we got
I really want more of this game.
Let's go take.
Just give me the game. You hear that? THQ Nordic and
Off-screen cursing Jess is a good omen for the stream. I am happy to oblige.
I mean, all it takes is Giuseppe Stromboli.
Fucker.
See? Or Droop Snoot. Snoot with
It's
Droop.
true.
Should I go get the booby and make the booby?
No, it's fine. It's fine. There are plenty of things that have made me lose my shit. You don't have to leave the room. We could just talk about needle teeth.
It's me, Giuseppe. My brother's Mario.
Me name's two needle teetles.
Okay, so I found a channel on YouTube that takes movies and redoes sound effects from games. So like they have Terminator 2, sound effects from Mega Man 2, and it's fucking hilarious. The best one, I say best one, it's a little too on the nose because they use arcade sound effects, which were considerably better than like Genesis games or SNES games at the time. They take the 90s Ninja Turtles movie, but they take the Ninja Turtles arcade game sound effects. So there's like this digitized cowabunga.
Oh, I remember they had that machine at Pizza Hut for a little bit when I was a kid. They would rotate out machines like every 6 months or whatever. I don't know how often because I didn't go very often except to get my personal pan pizza for a bucket.
Totally not dating ourselves.
But there's a jukebox and then the one arcade machine, and so I put Guns N' Roses on the jukebox and I played on the machine. And I remember that Ninja Turtles game.
We had an arcade.
Bunga!
We had an arcade at South Square Mall when that was still a thing. Which, if you ever get a chance, see if you can find. There's a couple of pictures of like blogs of like 80s malls. There are a couple of pictures of South Square, and it is an 80s mall. Like it, but I grew up at that mall. Like I lived. That was the social hangout for this area. So like that's what I spent a lot of my time doing is hanging out at that arcade. And they had a Ninja Turtles arcade machine that we played extensively. They also had a full 6-player X-Men arcade cabinet. Where you could, like, there was just like, you could be all of the play, I believe it was 6 players. It was, you could play, it would be 6 or 8. And you could play as everyone. And actually, one year for my birthday, I asked my parents, like, so what do you want to do? I'm like, let's go to the arcade. So I brought a bunch of friends, and my parents everyone got a roll of quarters. And
Nice.
we took over that cabinet, and we finally beat that fucking game.
I never got to go to a legit arcade until 95, 6, somewhere in there. It was at a mall in Tampa. And so that was like my first experience with like an arcade. And beyond that, it was always places like Frankie's. We had like, I can't remember what the name of the one was in San Antonio where Cassie had her birthday party. But that was like my experience with arcades up until Boxcar, which as soon as, you know, we have a vaccine and we can reasonably socialize without fear of the Rones, I vote for hitting up Boxcar.
I'm all up for that.
I need me some fucking pinball and...
I like barcades, but they're not quite the same as an actual arcade.
No, but... You know... I feel less creepy going to a barcade than tracking down an arcade with a bunch of kids in it.
There are no actual arcades in Central North Carolina. I've looked. There's barcades, which, you know, it's fine.
Mom says hi. She can't join, but she says hi.
Hi! That's a good arcade memory right there. But, like, I miss actual arcades. And barcades are alright because they typically have a wide selection, but I've noticed a lot of the barcades around here tend to go for arcade games that are a bit older than we are. Like, they have a huge... Like, Boxcar has a huge classic arcade section.
Oh, yeah.
And a few, like, mid-90s arcade games. Very few.
But some are, like, late 80s, mid-80s.
Yeah. A couple
stuff I wouldn't have been tall enough to reach to play.
Yeah. And, like, there's an entire section that just reminds me of the arcade from Stranger Things. You've got Dig Dug, you've got... Mm-hmm. I played Dig Dug at Boxcar and thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, I'll go with that. Not gonna go with that. Or that. Actually, you got something new. I got diplomacy. A gun. Named Diplomacy.
So, which is how I feel about TERFs and Nazis. Diplomacy.
I would like to play the Daytona Arcade or House of the Dead one. They do have one of the newer House of the Dead. I think it's like House of the Dead 4 at Boxcar. You're actually probably very lucky that I don't have the disposable income for this. But I found a YouTube channel that I'm like, oh god, if I had the money. It's a guy who's basically showed how to take arcade PCB boards. Mm-hmm. So like but like connect them to a bunch of universal connectors so that you can play them on your TV without having to buy actual arcade cabinets. And so much like how you can just take a cartridge out of a console, he's got this setup of how you can connect. And the problem is, like, it gets weird because not all arcade boards are made the same. Mm-hmm. They had some industry standards for a little while, but then you get some weird shit depending on how, like, Sega was really notorious for having some weird shit because all of the Sega arcade games were based off of, like, stronger versions of their consoles. So, like, the Dreamcast is literally a watered-down Sega Naomi board. So it's like, it's the same hardware, just slightly watered down.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to hear where it is. I should be glad you don't have the disposable income for that.
Okay, so...
like, How is it that I would be upset about any of this?
Arcade PCBs are typically
Well, yeah.
about yay big.
Yeah.
You need to store them in static-free boxes.
Okay.
So I would need a lot more storage space. So there would be a lot of dedicated storage to just arcade PCBs.
I mean, we could make that happen for you.
Hey, there's an airship.
We were
coming our
talking
way.
about splitting the laundry room.
I mean, I'm still contemplating that.
You know, I've never been to a Dave & Buster's. In Texas, I went to Main Event, which is a similar idea but much larger.
You guys are going to beat the crap out of me. I should probably run. Yeah, I should run. No, I said run.
Run away!
3 level 15s, one of them invisible and a thief. I'm not equipped to handle that level of bullshittery right now. Granted, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. But no, I've gone to Dave & Buster's. They're not bad. It's like a barcade, but slightly less arcade and slightly more restaurant. Because they have...
Yeah. Of course, I mean, again, like, I really like Frankie's here, which is less barcade and more like there is a bar attached to arcade, putt-putt,
Yeah.
go-karts, whatever, and a batting cage. But let me tell you, I know from experience, if you walk into Frankie's with a bat and a black eye, and you walk up to the bar and you order 2 shots of bourbon, no one is gonna fucking bat an eye. They will just fucking give you that shit.
Just be like...
I know, I've done it.
Collecting arcade games is quite a challenge, not to mention the ones equipped with a suicide battery. Yeah, there are a lot of fun anti-piracy devices for arcade PCBs. Mostly, there are a couple of arcade games that I would love to get my hands on, like the X-Men arcade cabinet. I've always wanted one of those. And now that I've bought a Firebird, I might as well look at the next stupid purchase that I could make. I would love a Naomi board version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But I might as well just, like, I would have an easier time going on a date with insert celebrity here because those are just prohibitively expensive. So...
I got a snuggle bug.
Are you being snugglebug now? You're purring. Well, you always purr, so that's not exactly an indicator that you are actually happy to be picked up.
Okay.
There you go. Ow. That hurt. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
I am waiting for my stupid purchase to come in the mail. But it was $25. So I'm gonna try different smelling things.
Oh shit, he's dead. Well then. Damn it, Garrison, you just had to This is what happens when I get just completely sidetracked talking about buying things that I have no reason to buy. Idris Elba, what I may say. I mean, I if Idris Elba asked me on a date, I really don't think I'd say no. Like,
please? I'm decidedly not his type, but
how do you know what Idris Elba's type is?
I just naturally assume I'm no one's type. But especially if they're really rich and really famous, I know I'm not their type.
I mean, I feel like that is an incorrect statement, but, you know.
I don't know that Idris Elba is interested in a 30-something non-binary dark porn person.
You don't know what gets Idris Elba going? He could be sitting here right now watching this at home going, oh yeah.
In that case,
Hit me up.
there are ways to contact me. I can't guarantee I'll show you a good time, but I will show you a time.
I will show you time. Time is a construct.
I mean, yeah. So I've been watching, as I've been calling it, it's my creepy German show. And it's Netflix's first German original. The dub is meh. But the story is compelling enough to keep me in it, despite how questionable the dub can be sometimes. Hire some better voice actors, Netflix. But it's called Dark, and it explores the nature of time and causality and how that would play out on large and small scales, and it's fascinating. I am really, really enjoying it, and I'm upset that I'm on the last available season.
Jess is adorable type, the most effective of Pokemon.
Aw, Pen, I love snuggling. I'd happily snuggle you. I do have to get up to pee fairly often, though, because I have a toddler's bladder. So, just be forewarned.
I may have the body of an 80-year-old man, but I have the bladder of a 12-year-old boy.
Just...
God damn it.
Just saying.
Really did not want to get into that fight, because it's going to be the same bad guys. I don't want to deal with you. Just... no. No.
Shall I throw a chancla?
Especially since one of my people is just all sorts of fucked up. Yeah, I know Flea failed. There we go. Get back up. That was too... Yeah, I know I fled the battle. I didn't want to fight them.
Speaking of things you know, have you gotten a notification from YouTube that you are currently live?
I don't know. Have I? Yes, I have!
We're live! Who knew?
Thanks, YouTube!
A whole 45 minutes into this.
My combat prowess has increased. Things that you shouldn't say in bed.
Depends on who you're in bed with.
Unless you're a Klingon.
Yes. Or Jadzia.
Jadzia could tell me that her
Jadzia could fuck me up. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. I was talking to Libet because Libet has never seen Star Trek. And so she started watching with the original series and she completed all that. And now she's on Next Gen. And, she'll remind me of whatever episode she's watching because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that one. But I'm sitting here going, I'm pretty sure, like, as a kid, I did not appreciate Crusher or Troy as interesting characters because mostly I wanted more lasers. That was what I as a kid. Like I wanted more ship battles. I wanted more lasers. That was, and then like
you wanted some Kirk level trigger finger is what you wanted.
And then I go back and rewatch and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! I'm pretty sure Crusher is the reason why I have a crush on redheads.
I mean.
And Troy's the reason why I have a crush on empaths.
I mean, that'll do it, I guess. Yeah, no, I definitely had some feelings growing up about really most of the bridge crew on the Next Generation growing up. I had a lot of feelings about all of them.
Why is there a Doctor Doom cosplayer? That's his name is Amon. He was a character created specifically for this game. He's not part of, I guess now he's technically part of Battle Chasers canon, but he wasn't in the comics. But he is, you can see him there. He's the last character on the right. He carries a cross that turns into a whip, very much like the reboot of Castlevania, the Lords of Shadow. He also has a shield, and he's a cheerful fucker. Just love him to death. It's a bright ray of sunshine. Totally not talking about how everything's cursed and going to hell.
Please, scream inside your heart.
But yeah, I'm sitting here just talking about how I want a sequel to this game. There are Kickstarter rewards for this game that have not been released yet. Because the author of this comic, Joe Madureira, is notorious for taking forever. That's why this comic actually got put on hiatus, because like he would do like one issue a year. Like there would be months and
Mr. Martin.
Like months and months between issues, and like deadlines were not even a suggestion for him. And like part of the Kickstarter was he was going to do, I think, 3 or 4 more issues, kind of continuing the story and also kind of tying it into how we're supposed to get to the events of this game. The game has been out for over 2 years now? I don't think we've gotten the first issue. But I'm sitting here going, I don't care. I don't care. Give me more game.
Well, that's about like me working on that tattoo design that you wanted me to work on.
I don't even remember which one I asked.
Sorry about that. Getting there. It's fine.
Also, didn't you plan something for my birthday like a decade ago? It feels like a decade ago.
Actually, I have 2 gifts for you. One that I need to buy more materials for, and I've been super broke. The other one, I have all the materials for it, and it is in fact in progress, but my hands keep cramping up. And so the progress is very, very slow. So maybe you'll get something for your half birthday. And I'd be like, this is for your birthday for the last 3 years. That's not true, because I got you something last year. But it was like a small thing. And I was like, here's this thing to hold you over until I do this thing. I can't remember what it was. That's not true. I do remember what it was. I got you your potion lamp for your birthday last year.
You did. You did give me the potion lamp. Actually,
So-
you gave me something for my birthday this year, too. I just don't remember what it is.
No, I didn't, because I was really, really poor. So I made
Ah.
you a breakfast birthday
Oh, you
muffin,
did make me the...
and then I made you birthday dinner.
You did.
So I guess I gifted you my time and my culinary skill.
What, Axis?
What up, Cirque?
Fractional B-Day reserves.
Basically.
Martin is a coked up 80s compared to Joe Madden. At least this Darksiders thing. I mean, the thing with Darksiders is because he only did like the art direction for, like, it's not super required for Joe Mad to be super involved in it. Like, there are other people that can continue working on stuff as long as he doesn't change designs like every other day.
I mean, who needs decisiveness? Not me.
Giuseppe!
What is it, buddy?
Apparently Jesse's going to pick up Axis because he's also been super whiny today. He hasn't been needy, but like he'll just sit at either the top or bottom of the stairs and just meow for...
They've both been just kind of weird the last few days. Say hi.
You gotta say hi to the internet. You gotta say hi to the internet. Say hi.
He did visit with my therapist today on our video call. He was drooling everywhere, and so she got to see the big old like drool glob on his chin. But it got lots of snuggles out of the deal. No, you don't want me to publicly admit that. I'm sorry. Am I embarrassing you?
You're gonna make me look like a nerd.
Am I gonna make you look like a nerd in front of Adam? Is that what's happening? Okay, but don't keep crying. Like, this is where the people are. Right meow.
I mean, the new project is studios. That's the thing. It's not reliant upon him and solely him, like Battle Chasers kind of is. But I really hope for more of this game. I love it. It makes me happy in my nethers. Yes.
I didn't say anything. Just trying to get more comfortable. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that was a fantastic crit heal. Thank you. Yeah, attack her. And this will probably won't kill you. But I'll do it anyway. Oh no, it did kill you. Why did that kill you? That shouldn't have killed you. Ah, well. I made my mom crock-pot beef stromboli for her birthday.
Stroganoff.
Stroganoff? I'm about to say, stromboli would have been really interesting.
I need
In a
to
crock
make.
pot.
I need to make some beef stroganoff fancy.
It was tasty.
I have to make it in like separate batches. Like I can start up to a point, but like to me, beef stroganoff is not complete without mushrooms, and he can't stand mushrooms, so I have to at a certain point. The roads diverge.
I can't do mushrooms. It's a weird texture, no matter if they're cooked or raw.
Well, I mean, you be weird and I'll enjoy your mushrooms.
Giuseppe Stromboli.
It's more for me.
And a briefcase full of...
Somebody posted, apparently there is a BuzzFeed article that's like, can we talk about how gross olives are? And I will agree that about 57% of olives are not pleasant. I don't enjoy black olives. They're not my favorite. Claras, depends on how it's prepared. Do not fuck with my green olives. Don't talk shit about them. I will fucking come for you. So, apparently there's a whole subset of humanity that feels the need to advertise their inherently bad taste. And that just means more for me.
No. Never got into olives.
Dolphins. Did you not see that going around? Like, dolphins feel like an olive, and so, like, there's a whole page on Facebook that was like, photoshopping olives where dolphins should be and dolphins where olives should be, and it was just...
No, I have not.
I have very strange friends.
Yes. You do. I have not seen that one at all.
You know, 7, that's more for me. I will take all of your olives, it's fine. Just... Even black olives, I'll take them because I know who to distribute them to. That's fine. I can do that. Just give them to me. Also, there are certain kinds of mushrooms that I like and some that I really don't like shiitake mushrooms.
Should take.
There's something about the flavor that I just can't do. I mean, the texture never freaks me out, but the flavor is unfun. It makes a nice portobello that soaks up marinade really well, and
I still want a fucking steak.
me too. And now that the 4th is over and major grilling events are done until Labor Day, maybe we should go get some steaks and fill up the turkey. Or we could just get a charcoal grill.
You keep wanting the charcoal. I mean, I get it, but that's a nice grill.
Do you get it though?
Yes, I do.
I don't think you do. And it's a nice grill, but like it's nice for a propane grill.
I hope to try eel one day before they get wiped out. I can't say I wanted to try it.
Eel is good. Is there any particular way you're wanting to try it prepared, or just having said that you've tried and enjoyed or not eel generally?
Ow, God, you hit like a brick shithouse. You don't hit so bad. Your friend hits really fucking hard.
It's because of that intimidating bouncer like physique.
It actually kind of is, except he's a floating electrical ball.
Goals.
I mean...
I'll be a floating electrical ball. Okay, yeah. No, definitely. Man, I refuse to do sit-in anywhere, and I probably will for at least another year, but man, I really want to go to a really good sushi. If it's good enough, it's not a bar anymore, but I want to go get some really good sushi. And a really good Japanese grill. Mostly because I know I'm not going to be traveling to Japan anytime soon.
I want to
I
go to
want-
Firebirds and get a steak. I just steak.
Well, do you trust me to grill a steak?
Yes.
Okay, then let's go get steaks. And I will grill it.
Access.
I'll make
You don't
us-
get a steak.
I'll make us some big ass baked potatoes, steaks, grill some corn on the cob.
I mean, that does sound delicious.
And then I'll make additional vegetables for me.
But yeah, like I just there's not a lot of interesting foods that I'm like I want to try that. Like I remember my parents telling me the first time they had a lot of things. Like the first time they tried escargot, and Dad was just like, nope. What?
I used to be
Come here.
a whole lot of nope. I was not very adventurous, but now I'm at the point where it's like I'll try anything once.
Come here. No, it's okay. It's okay.
I have a beer in the fridge that I am saving for a special occasion, and it may very well end up being my 40th birthday. And I've had a couple of them before, but it's a lager. In terms of that, it's nothing special, but it's brewed with serrano peppers and food grade scorpions, and I love it. And that is not something I ever would have tried 10 years ago. Oh, the purrs. So many purrs.
Look at him. So lovey. So whiny.
But
Mr.
only
Gumby.
lovey for Dad.
This obnoxious little boy. I set my controller down. I have to get it. Can I? Okay. Do you want to just stay here for a little bit? You can't. You can stay here. Ah! God, I need to have a little bit coming from your nails. You have very sharp little daggers.
It is an elaborate beer. It's brewed. It was a limited edition brew, and I'm hoping they'll decide to do it again. It has a very, very long name, but it's just 99 Scorpion. Brewed by The Unknown down in Charlotte. They had another one that was my husband's favorite, and it was something Conrad? I can't remember what it was, but it was another specialty beer, and I think he has one bottle left of that. I don't know. The hot things, the spicy things, are not something I would have tried when I was younger, but now it's pretty fucking amazing. Also, another beer I have in the fridge that was given to me for my birthday last year, and I still haven't opened it. Mango Tango. It was beer brewed with mango and habanero peppers. It's fucking delicious. I love it so much, and no one else will drink it, so it's all for me. It's all mine. It's one of the large bottles, so it's a good time for Jess.
It's a good time, Tater.
It's gonna be a good day, Tater.
saw a cat with a skull mark on its chest. I mean, that could have been... You were just all sorts of rotten. You know that, son? All sorts of rotten. You were so spoiled. Sitting here trying to play games. You just gotta be a lap kitty.
Kitty. Oh, I found the one spot on your fucking butt that you're like, yes, sketch more. Do it. I hit something else, apparently.
Do it now. You must go deeper.
Prolapse recital.
I would say I would track down that video,
Then don't.
but then I'd have to track down that video.
Yeah,
I really,
let's not.
really don't wanna. Just don't want to do that. The new secrets. And now you're looking at me all grumpy because I'm not petting you. I'm sitting here with a controller. You don't want to wear it as a hat? I think it's cute. Sure. Turn that on. There's a thing floating around that I needed to catch, and I don't know where the hell it went. I saw it. Hey! He's got guns.
So I keep getting a targeted ad on Facebook for
Guns?
no. I think it's like Outlaw Soap Company or whatever, and they do colognes and this and that and the other. Though there are a couple of scents that I'm interested in. Like they have Calamity Jane, which is what was it? It was cinnamon, orange, and like campfire or something like that. But a couple of their scents actually have gunpowder as one of the notes. And every time I see something like that now, I'm like, you know, maybe I should try it. I don't know.
Well, you're sitting behind me. I'm like, where did you go?
Like the one that I get the targeted ad for is honey, leather, and gunpowder.
I keep getting ads on YouTube about that one guy who's like, that soap you're using? It's shit. And I'm just like, this is not encouraging me to want to buy your product. I really just want to mute you because I
Yeah.
We're getting a new Zoids game. We are. I did see that.
I did get a new deodorant that's supposed to be coming from Distilled Bath and Body. That's like whiskey and vanilla. But it actually has, I mean, not, well, drinkable, I guess, if you want to challenge alcohol in it. It's actually like to kill the bacteria.
Tequila Mockingbird.
But without using aluminum. So I'm real curious about that when it comes in. Plus, I like whiskey and vanilla. I like the two together.
What do I want to do? That's what I want to do.
Who's booze. Your booze?
Nature's booze. Doing son.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, then again, like, there are some, maybe it works. I don't know. I'm really curious about it. I'm not curious enough to spend that money on it, but I don't know if I want a butt that smells like I've been shot.
I mean...
Although I feel like if I've been shot, the overwhelming smell is gonna end up being blood.
Viscera.
And having been, you know, born with a set of body parts that allow me to menstruate, I'm pretty familiar with that smell. Not gonna bother me any.
Don't want to do this fight, but I don't think I can run. So, I honestly don't know who the biggest threat is.
He looks like Link went to the store and got some of those costume the Hulk fists.
That's a she.
No, I'm saying that's what this looks like.
Oh, so okay.
This character looks like Link.
That
Went to the store.
So that character, her name is Gully. She is the daughter of a legendary hero named Aramis.
Okay.
Aramis was Garrison's best friend, mentor, and commanding officer when they were in the Martial Paladins together.
I feel like you've told me this before, maybe.
Aramis went missing. One night, some lycanthropes attacked his house, killing his maid and her nanny, and trying to kill her. She ended up opening up her dad's treasure chest that had his enchanted gauntlets in it, which were made for an adult man who was more Arnold in proportion, so that's why the gloves are supposed to look comically large on her. However, they allowed her to use them because they are somewhat sentient, and they gave her ridiculous strength.
Oh, I imagine.
And,
But in my head,
well,
all
also,
I'm hearing is Hulk smash!
originally she didn't have, like, her character design has changed a lot. She didn't have the green hood and cloak. She just had, like, a green tunic. So it still looked very much like Link, but, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is a good...
Toadies.
That's good.
Sorry, I'm fucking with the cat. With my feet, so I can't show you. It's YouTube.
I mean, you could.
He both has a grumpy tail and is like doing that kind of like blissed out, eyes closed face. It's very interesting.
Like, I'm angry, but I will allow it.
Cats are weird.
Cats are weird. I love them to death, but they are weird.
They are very strange.
I need to heal her.
I'd give you a gut punch. I
Holy
don't
shit.
think so.
I have 11 or 10 crit. Okay, this fight's not going to be so bad. Yeah, taunt again. Why did my taunt wear off? I'm just gonna nail you to the wall as if you were Joe. Yes.
to nail Jello to a wall.
Me!
Okay.
Using concept to have a butt that smells of being shot. Joe Mad doesn't go an extra mile to hide his influences. Yeah. Not that I really should be dealing with it, because he's gonna just shoot people at random. What he's gonna do. I ate a bunch of Garrison's mana, but hey, I actually did not get my ass handed to me that fight, and I was expecting you.
Okay, don't say that's how you get it done until it's actually done. Pro tip.
Shit. Yeah, considering... Look at what he just did.
Do you see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens?
I need to heal Garrison, and that's probably not going to work out well. Garrison's probably going to die. Oh no! Crit heal for the win. Wonderful! God, I love this game so much. I also really want... I want most of Garrison's swords from this game. Like, I want his actual sword, the one that's, you know, the story-based one that looks just fucking awesome. I also really want the one that he's currently got equipped. I don't know if you can see it well. Like, that's an awesome-looking crossguard. That just looks fucking badass. The blade itself being all chipped and fucked up, I'm not such a fan of. Like, if the blade was in better condition, I would want that sword as well. And then, like, you've got... That's kind of cool. It's two blades. Mm-hmm. Two individual blades, because it's got an internal, like... That's just what you call overkill. That's the same one, just a different color. That's a little much for me, but, you know, because that looks like just a piece of rock that was...
I mean...
Well, it's called a stone cutter, and then that's his actual sword. And this is the one that I had sourced. I contacted a company that does professional props, and I'm like, how much would it cost to make one of these? And they're like, $450. I'm like, thank you, but no, I cannot afford to spend $450 on a prop. I would love to, but I can't.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody got that kind of money right now. Or if you do have that kind of money, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. I've actually thought, like,
we really need to sit down.
I need to get that, and I also need to get off my ass and get more shit up. I found out today that there's someone that I know that I'm not entirely fond of that has got content up in various places and has, like, a ton more followers and subscribers than me, and I'm like, your stuff is really just half-assed, and it bothers me because, like, I know my content can and usually is better, can be and usually is, and so I'm like, granted, looking at some of their numbers, I'm wondering if some of their stuff was purchased, like some of their, because, like, they have twice as many subscribers as me on any given, or, like, I've got like 3,500 almost. They've got double that on, you know, YouTube, and, you know, almost double that on Twitter and shit like that. But like I look at their interactions on things. It's like a lot of their tweets have like maybe one comment. And when you've got 3, well no, because again they've got almost more than double, so they've got like almost 6,000 Twitter followers, and like you have one comment on any given tweet, like that looks weird. Like I've got 3,000 subscribers, and most of my videos will get 1 to 2 comments. I can look at some of their stuff, like so much of their stuff has no comments.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's. But at the same time, it irks me that like I know I can produce better content, and if I did, I might be growing as exponentially as I could be. So like it's kind of. Today started off actually really good. I got half my my stimulus check.
Oh, nice.
The half that I was supposed to get. I got that. So like I had some extra money. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm gonna have even more money. So I can buy something stupid, like an X-Men arcade gun. But like I was sitting here going, I could do something. Like it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good weekend. It's like tomorrow's the last day of the week, and it's payday. And then I see this, and I was like, my day was just shot to shit. Part of the reason why I wanted to play a game that I thoroughly love, because I wanted to try to offset some of that.
Brain comfort food.
Probably a Dreamcast truther. Oh my god, I fucking hate it. You could just leave it at Sega truthers. I hate those fuckers so much. Swear to God, so many people are like, Sega's coming back to the console business. No, they're fucking not. They made a Game Gear that's that fucking big. Stop riding their dicks. Congrats. I mean, I'm
feelings.
I had some feels. All right, I have.
Hey, you know what? That's fine. I'm not judging. I'm just
have some feels.
Just observing.
It wouldn't be so bad if it weren't every fucking year. Every year since 2002, some jackass has gone online saying, this year Sega's coming back. Literally, I actually made a compilation of posts of one person over the course of 6 years. Every year. The same shit. This is the year. That was one individual who I still think needs a great deal of psychiatric help, because they do. But anyway, yeah, I was like, I have some money, I'm gonna do something fun. I don't know what I'm gonna buy. I should probably just get the AC fixed in my car because it needs to be fixed, and just go ahead and take care of that.
Saying, I can drive you, follow you over there anytime.
I mean, I would say tomorrow, but I've got to go change out. Either tonight. Well, it depends on if I do it tonight. I've got to go over and change out batteries in all of the smoke detectors. Because Ribbit got the super long-lasting lithium ions. So we can change them all out at once and see if any of them are draining super fast for any particular reason. So yeah, that's, if I do that tonight, could drop my car off tomorrow.
Or we could drop your car off tomorrow and then we could do that afterwards.
Well, I need to go to my parents, or not my parents, my brother's tomorrow evening, because today was my mom's birthday.
Yes.
And so we're apparently having a pizza dinner. Jeremy's making pizza. Which, by the way, if you want to come and have pizza, you're more than welcome to. I just wasn't sure, when we were doing it, because we were going back and forth between Friday or Saturday. And like, probably Friday would be better for me. But I don't know if Friday was going to be better for them, because they're also all meeting up with Libet tomorrow in Winston to get stuff from the house.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a fun day. AC is definitely key. It is, but thankfully my Firebird is a T-top, so if I really am having some problems with the heat, I can do that. But it's only really good if I'm driving. If I have to stop at a stoplight, then it just...
I'm telling you, one of these days we're gonna go out and take the top off. We're gonna drive down Sheik Road all the way until we hit the lake, and we're just fucking flying. And I will put in some tunes. Rad may not be the accurate descriptor, but some tunes. And that's what we will fucking do.
I want to find a stretch of road that I can really just open it up on. I really want to see how fast this son of a bitch can go. So, Libet actually named my car. Because I've never named my car before. I've never done that. That's apparently a thing that she's always done, and something that you do. Mm-hmm. But I've never named my car before. Mostly because since my last Firebird, I've not really cared what car I have, as long as it is a functional vehicle that gets me from point A to point B. This is the first car that I'm like, I want this for me. But I've never named it. I've never named a car. So like, Libet's like, it is a silver Firebird. So it's gray silver. You and Libet came up with the idea of calling it Jean Grey. Mm-hmm. But Libet was like, no, call it Lady Grey. Same thing. It's the same thing. Like, you can call it Jean, Lady Grey, and your last name, but spelled differently. Jean Grey is Grey.
Oh, I know. I have a very good friend who lives out in Washington, whose last name is Gray, spelled with an A. And so the Latin character that combines the A and the E, I started calling us the Ladies Gray, spelled with that. Then again, I don't identify as a lady anymore. But...
Lady.
I mean, let's be fair. I've never been a lady. Okay, that might not be true. There were a few times I was able to accurately portray, perform being a lady. But I've never been one.
You were like Jennifer Garner in Alias.
You know.
Just...
yeah.
Just hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. I mean, there is a picture of me running around in a very cute, like, bright blue column dress and my hair in a bob and, you know.
The only thing I buy from Sega or Genesis collections that they keep re-releasing. I mean, same. I have 1, 2, and 1 on Steam. And they're the same games. And then I have all of these games on all of my modded consoles. Oh. But yeah, I'm
debating the merits of putting a few dollars on Steam to put towards some of the not at all seriously gamer games that I play on Steam.
I actually almost bought you West of Loathing.
I've looked at it.
I wanted to buy it. They did a limited run physical copy of it, and I missed that. And the problem with any of the limited run games is, like, if you buy them after the fact, it's all super expensive because limited run.
Yeah.
But it's still on my wish list for the digital version, so I might pick that up one of these days. But it was on sale, and like I got the notice that it was on because it's on my Steam wish list as well, and I might buy a copy because that's one of those that I could see you having just a fun time with.
Quite possibly. Possibly.
And I almost bought the 51 game pack that Nintendo released. The one that the Game Grumps were playing that's like Chinese checkers, regular chess, regular checkers, Othello, all of those various board games. And I almost bought that just so we could play some board games. But the problem is, it's I know half of those games I would never touch.
Yeah.
Like backgammon, backgammon just to this day confuses the shit out of me.
I haven't played backgammon in a very long time, and it would take a minute for me to refresh myself, but I do remember enjoying it quite a bit.
Also, I'm basically just killing time because it is 9 o'clock.
Oh.
We have gone through the entire stream, and I didn't realize it until I just looked over and was like 8:59. Shit.
Whoopsie doodle.
But yeah,
Please.
Scream inside your heart.
Scream inside your heart.
When he's coming for you. I want to turn that into a parody of Jason Voorhees or Mike Myers or something, just chasing people with a knife.
But it's the virus with a knife and the mask and the
Just
scream inside your heart.
Just do a cartoon of COVID with arms and legs and a hockey mask with a knife as it chases.
And COVID's coming for you. Scream inside your heart.
But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in to this live stream. Like I said, I wanted to pick something that I could kind of just get behind and completely enjoy because you hate it how when your mood just kind of tanks because you see something that you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, and all of you tuning in and hanging out, it did cheer me up considerably to be able to hang out and Tinder profile? What? I missed something about it. I should set up on Tinder apparently. But yeah. Be live streaming again next week. Same hat time, same hat channel. I have completed Magic Knight. It will be going up as progressions. Words.
I'm the one who's drinking.
And you haven't drank enough to...
No.
Put that to fuck up.
I'm really hungry, though.
Yeah, I kind of want a snack now. But Magic Knight will go up until it finishes because I've finally finished recording all of it. And I really want to start working on more Mario and Rabbids. But I'm also tempted to hear what people would like to see me Let's Play next. I've got a bunch of newer games. I've got Indivisible, I've got Trials of Mana, I've got Bloodstained, Octopath Traveler. I've got a bunch of shit. And I'm kind of curious to see what people would want to see me Let's Play. I'm really kind of leaning towards Trial of Mana, which I know is not super in-depth, but I feel like I could have a lot of fun with it, and I feel like I could bring something entertaining to that. But if there's something you want to see, please tweet at me about it, and give me some ideas, because like I said, I'm kind of leaning toward Trials, but if there's something else that's come out or I've kind of touched on that, hey, that would be interesting, because I have a ton of games. So many games. Just let me know if there's something that you're kind of looking forward to, and I will see what I can do. Which would be a thing on my Patreon if I ever finally...
Just saying, I can help you out with that. Well, actually, we already have kind of a plan in place. We just need to
do it
to make it happen, Captain.
Yep. So yeah.
I have no content going up this month unless they decide to run my Kitchen Klutz's pieces, which is unlikely. I have started dipping my toe back into TikTok.
Before it gets banned in North America.
Yeah, well. But I I've been struggling a lot with social media lately and feeling overwhelmed, so I've just kind of taken a step back to kind of take care of my heart parts and my brain parts.
As she screams into her heart.
And I scream inside my heart, and I always do. It's really the only way to go. I'm just saying, no one but me knows what goes on when I'm ready to go to bed. Sometimes it's screaming inside my heart. That's it.
And on that note,
but yeah, no. Wash your hands.
take care of
Wear a
yourselves.
mask.
Wear a mask.
Black Lives Matter. Black trans lives matter. Supreme Court eat a dick 75% of the time, although
A good 3/4 of the time.
I mean, they did make the decision today that, like, Eastern Oklahoma is tribal lands, and that Trump cannot block his tax records. So, 75% of the time, they are garbage.
60% of the time.
And
it
also,
works all the time.
performative shit doesn't mean anything unless there's actual change. So, it doesn't matter if somebody's painted Black Lives Matter on your street. You need to make sure that policies are starting to change. So please contact your representatives and city governments.
And boil them in oil.
Or feed them to me. I'm very hungry.
I don't think you'd want to eat them. They're probably all full of cholesterol.
Have you seen my diet?
Not the good cholesterol, the bad cholesterol.
Have you seen my diet? But anyway, yeah, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear a mask. Please continue caring about other people.
That's really it. It's the caring about other people. That's where you society would all be just a little bit better if everyone just cared a little bit more about others than yeah. But yeah, that's it. So please take care of yourselves, please, because I do love seeing all of your, I'd say, faces in chat, but it's really just usernames.
But it sparks joy to see your usernames.
It like eating Prilosec brings me joy. And we've come full circle to just stealing other people's content.
Yep.
So, good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.